Hey guys, it's me again, and I'm bringing you guys an updated version of my Myutant deck profile that I made in March. And basically, it's just a couple days after that, and I decided to take this deck to locals and basically went completely defeated with it. And as expected, I didn't expect to win a lot with this deck, except for I tied once. And basically, I tied with a Pendulum deck, and I lost to Life Point Burn, Alistair the Invoker, and also lost to something else. I don't really remember what it was. It might come back to me. I'll tell you guys. But yeah, without further ado, I'll just get into the deck profile. But first, I just want to show you guys my new setup, and I just wanted to move some things around because I don't like flexing too much, and I just wanted to make the March Myutant deck profile special, so that's why I had the rocks on the table and stuff. And there's my big rock. I've always had this ever since I was a kid. But yeah, I was just going to do a quick shout out to Exotic MTG. And basically, they are really nice people. They look like really nice people, and they seem kind of friendly. And I just decided to shout them out because they were the last people to send my GB88s in the mail. So, and other than that, if you guys are a fan of Dragon Ball Super, the card game, you guys should hit me up and let me know what's up, because I'm probably going to start doing deck profiles for Dragon Ball Super. If I complete a deck, that is. And without further ado, I'll just start the deck profile. So first, I'm playing one Myutant Beast, one Myutant Mist, and Arsenal. Now, these are the main package for the deck, and like I said, Beast is just a spell negate. Mutant Mist can help you draw 2 cards, and Arsenal is a monster banishing effect that is really good with 3000 attack. So they have high stats, and they're super easy to bring out directly from the deck. And it's just a really awesome engine and package for a deck like this that this deck has, and I really like it a lot. So I play 1 copy of GB88 at this point. 2 is way too much, and this card really sucks, but you can pull it off, and honestly, it's searchable and recyclable enough that you would just play it at 1 and instead of 3, and you would do better that way. So, and not the other way. So I play 3 Myutant ST46, 3 Myutant M5s, and 3 Myutant Mutants. And this package is totally essential. It's like the best package possible for this psychic deck. Obviously, they're all psychic and waters, and they are just really super good. The Mutant, basically, I read his effect more thoroughly, and apparently he says that you have to pay life points equal to the attack of the Myutant level 8 that you bring out from the deck. But other than that, that's the only downfall I've found off of him, and so far he's pretty much a free special summon, and he's really good because he's a level 1 monster. You can bring out Link Kuriboh, so that's really amazing. M5 is definitely really good, and he searches out a monster, and he's able to tribute himself, banish a card, and then special summon the level 8 from the deck. So he has kind of a higher cost, and ST46 does the same thing, but he searches a spell instead. So yeah, you tribute all of those 9 guys and bring out the level 8s from the deck, directly from the deck. And they're really good. They are actually really, really good. So I play 1 copy of Ecclesia, and this card is actually just the perfect like little extender slash the perfect 1 card to just like be that extra friend inside of the package. So she's really good, and like I said, I just think that this is like the #1 tech card that you possibly could add to this deck, and you really only need it at 1 because you're trying to play like a low monster count in this anti-meta stylish deck, and it's really good. So that's why I would play Ecclesia. I play 2 Evolution Labs, and this card is really good for bringing out extra monsters and getting extra search power, and just having that unlimited potential of what this card actually does for gaining the attack points and stuff is really, really good. But like I said, like you just don't want to run out of copies of this card, and that's why you play it at 2. So yeah, you have to play it at 2, but it's like everything else is like recyclable. So like I don't know, I would just play these cards at 2 just because. So Mutant Fusion is really decent, and I say that this card, when I played it from the hand, it was actually doing really good, and it was like a lucky card. It was like really good. I just wouldn't play 3 of it because it's actually always dead. But when you do use it, it's really good because you can use monsters from your deck in your graveyard. So after all, this card ended up being really good. So I didn't want to play it at 3 though, and I didn't want to play it at 1 though, so I just dropped it down to 2. Emergency Teleport at 3, this card is still the best card in the deck, and you're just able to bring out a low-level Myutant directly from the deck and get your free search basically every time you use this card, and it's just really OP and ridiculous. I play one Call by the Grave now. I moved this card from the side deck to the main deck because it was really important to, and that's all I have to say about it. So yeah, you pretty much have to move this card to the main deck. Dark Ruler no more, I dropped down to 2 because I feel like this card is a good tech, and it's just a good staple. And you kind of just want to like average out your staples. Like I feel like MST was too much. I feel like 3 Dark Rulers was a little bit too much, but you still want to play 2 copies of like most of these cards at 2, for the reason that you want to increase the chances of drawing them and stuff. So I don't know, I just had like a small agreement with myself that playing a Dark Ruler at 2 would be a good choice. Harpy's Feather Duster, nothing else to explain. This card destroys all spell and trap cards your opponent controls. So I feel like that's like the cheesy, like cheeky way to match your opponent's skill and power in this meta. So you just have to play it that way in some situations. And going on to the traps, I guess, Myutant expansion at 3. There's no reason to not run 3 cards like this. Just free special summon from the deck. So yeah, that's basically exactly what that does. And 2 Myutant Cry, sorry. And I dropped this card down to 2 as well, because I felt like it just wasn't doing enough. Even though I kind of liked it at 3, it just wasn't doing enough, and stuff. But Myutant Clash I dropped down to 1, because this card is a when effect, and if this card ever gets interrupted, it's very unfortunate, but the fact that you can search out a free monster negate is like the reason why you would play this card regardless, but you don't need it at more than 1, to be honest. And 3 Dogmatica Punishment, I feel like this card was like the only thing that my deck was actually missing, because you want to have like some solid poke in the main, and like this card does it all because you're able to hit 2 cards off of it instead of 1 when you drop Natis. And that's it. And also you have a 3500 attack monster to send to the graveyard, and that's like viable, so I like it. Then I play 3 Solemn Judgment now, because this card is tearing up the meta either way. You don't want to pay too much life points, but I feel like Solemn Judgment is still that card because you only have to pay half of your life points. So yeah, it's like that best card that you're going to need. And I play 3 copies of There Can Be Only One still because this card is just tearing up the meta, and like it was the best card. It did like the most out of all of my cards versus my opponent at locals and stuff. So yeah, I kept it, and I switched up the extra deck a little bit. I got the Trickstar token. I played 2 Ultimus, 2 Synthesis, and 1 Natis. That's all the fusions, and either way you look at it, Ultimus is like basically a negate, and Synthesis is basically a free card pop, and Natis is just obviously for Dogmatica Punishment. So I'm sorry if you guys are old players and already know what these cards do. I'm just explaining them a little bit. So I play Centuria because it's possible to make a rank 2. I figured that out, so I changed things up just to run it like this. So I don't know why I didn't throw in a rank 3 and a rank 1, but I probably could have, and I still can, but I don't have too many rank 3s, and I do have Robin for a rank 1, but I just wouldn't use it. I don't know, I just feel like a rank 2 is most important. Sanapone, the Sky Prison, rank 8 is pretty good, and Zeus just for the Centuria play. And if I were to change anything up, I mean, I might take these two cards out for a rank 1 and a rank 3, which would be really good. But right now I don't even have a rank 3, so that's it. And I'm playing Link Rebo and Gravity Controller. I took out Anima. Anima kind of sucks, but he did go off a little bit, but he kind of sucks. Cross Sheep was going off more than anything, and Predator Plant Vertana kind of pretty much matched the power of Cross Sheep, and I like both of them, and they're just both like essential and good for the deck. Boroko Dragon, I didn't pick up my topological monster, but he would be a topological monster, and I didn't pick up my Appaloosa, but he would be an Appaloosa. So you got your rank 4 monster negate, your rank 4 turbo, and your rank 3 general rank 3. So that's that. And here we go on with the side deck. Is pretty much the same, but something is different, so I'll show it. Pankratops, Nibiru, and I feel like they're still the good side-by-side combo. I found my third Skullmeister, so there we go. And I play 3 Effect Bathers, so that's pretty nice. And then I got the 3 Raigekis to follow it up, and I feel like that's looking pretty good. And the rest of the side deck is I changed everything around. I took Royal Prison out. I didn't really need it because I have Sandapone, and I played 2 MST and 2 Dimensional Barrier. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory, and Dimensional Barrier just happens to be one of the best cards in the game right now, and I feel like 3 is too much, even for the side deck. I don't think it does, you know, like 5 million things like people say it does, but it's still like really nice card to side. So yeah, it's better than Royal Prison to me, I guess. I probably should have decided on this card before Royal Prison anyways, but Royal Prison is something that this deck could excel at, but right now in the game there's not enough decks that special summon from the graveyard. So that's pretty much the whole deck, and I don't really have anything else to say. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys like my videos, and comment, subscribe, and like my video, and peace, man. Have a good one.